figure out some activity. What's the nature of the haunt? What's going on in their home? What are they experiencing? Validating for them if these things they're hearing and sensing are real. Is this a legitimate thing that's going on? Everyone wants to know.
That was a car passing not a north, by the way.
Not a north. That people just want to know what's happening in my own space. Can I be comfortable with what is happening in my space? Should I be annoyed, upset, okay with the energy? And we'd like to get them the answers at the end of the day of, hey, who is it? What is it? Are we going to be able to validate everything? Maybe not, but we're sure as heck going to try to give them solid validation for some of their experiences. Initially, just kind of getting set up, I already started to pick up a few things that our clients were able to really resonate with. I keep seeing a woman wandering around down there, and they have validated that that's something that they feel. I see a man wandering around kind of up there, and then I keep hearing like animal nails and like dog clacking nails, and they have living dogs, but I hear them coming down the stairs, and there is clearly no animal coming down the stairs right now. There's no animals there. So I'm hearing all these things and feeling all these things, and I'm kind of curious. I'd like to know, what do they want? What are they doing? Are they here just because they love them and they just want to be still part of the family, which partly I feel that might be some of it. It also is clear that at least one, if not both of our clients have some sort of intuitive sensitivity or connection to energy. The husband of the household definitely is an empath. There is some real need for protection and grounding, so we're going to make sure that they are empowered in that realm and make sure they know how to keep control in that way. And overall, we just want to get them answers and so they can feel good in their own space. I can already clearly agree with they're not imagining things. This is a thing. This is a deal. We did do a phone reading with the missus of the household. So we've connected to some energies that are around her, and I do feel that energy is part of the equation, but not the whole story here.
And how long ago was the phone reading?
February, I think.
Okay. All right.
So quite a while actually, because we're now into mid-July. Thanks to the rad radio, we're booking and.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, right. But it is a blessing to be able to help so many, and the phone reading was definitely helpful and uplifting for our client. But there's more going on. There's obviously something going on with the home too, and they need collectively some solid answers. So we're going to do what we normally do. We're going to validate with my intuitive abilities. We are going to validate with meters, spirit box, all of those type of methods to just layer by layer by layer go through and figure out who's here. What do they need? What do they want? Are they just hanging out because they like them? The lady in the hallway actually is kind of agreeing with me. She's like, no, I belong here. This is actually what she said to me. She was, I belong here. So, okay, I believe you. She thinks that it's her job to tend to everybody, to kind of like just corral and fix and tend to everybody and just draw everyone in and protect. She's got a very protective vibration about her. So she seems helpful. And the male upstairs, he just, I just keep picturing these big hugs. Like he's very tight with his hugs. He's a very huggy, like you want, the love and the energy from that soul is really palpable to me. And there feels like there's a few more actually, but they're just like kind of hanging off to the side a little bit. They're not saying much yet. But I think as I walk around, I might feel a little bit more out of them. So we're going to wander around, and we're going to feel what we feel, and see if we can't get some answers for everybody. So you do. I get a lot of abdominal pain I don't know why, when I touch this,
Yeah.
I like it, but when I touch it, I get a lot of pain right in the abdomen. Beautiful, beautiful. It just, God, but it hurts. My belly hurts when I touch it. I don't know what that really means, but it just hurts. But it does feel, makes my ears ring too. I get a lot of ear ringing. I'm trying, they keep trying to show me like little random images, because that's how I'll see things, it's sort of like movie images. They're so much smaller though. I see a child sitting here. It's much younger, like under 10, sitting here. But then I see somebody older, and I feel a lot of abdominal discomfort. Probably like to take some meters to this, because
You got it.
I don't know why I feel energy off of it. I just simply do.
Okay.
I don't often know why I feel the things I feel. Is that where the elves come out?
It's like the Harry Potter closet.
You see them too? Yes? Yes, you do. She seems to have some sensitivity, like some ability to notice things, to pick up on things in the space. Like a little psychic dog.
Abby, you're gonna be YouTube famous.
So I feel a lot of ear ringing in here too. I feel like if for the living, they're in bed, but like there's something over here. Like you wake up and then something disappears. Oh, it's really loud. The female definitely comes in here, kind of bustles around, checks everything, checks. The female is she stands here, and then she makes sure everything is fine, and then she goes and wanders. Although there's something with the dreams not being good, something with some nightmares. I'm not sure where those are coming from. That may be upstairs. But it's something with nightmares. And sleep is a challenge in this space. Sleep is a challenge. I can't stay asleep. I can't fall asleep. I'm uncomfortable. Like everything's uncomfortable. I can't. And then I wake up and I can't. Yeah, there's some sleep disturbances in the space. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very much so.
this just seems kind of a little disturbing. Not being able to just rest. That's annoying.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry about that.
Does that have to do with the spirit technically?
Well, not necessarily. It might be, anybody with intuitive or empath ability sometimes can have issues, but you might just be perceiving energy and not shutting down.
Yeah, because I barely sleep.
Okay. Do something to kind of help slow you down and sort of take all the baggage out of your brain before you go to sleep, because I think like you're trying to unpack when you're trying to go to sleep, and then you don't sleep because you're full of too much everything. Spiritual energy, human energy that's clumped onto you. Definitely gonna want to make sure you're armed with some ability to.
That's a physical empath. You're gonna.
You need to clear yourself a lot, because I think that will help improve sleep. It might take a little while, and practice makes perfect, right? So, but you're just collecting too much energy. You think of like energy. Yes, it is unseen, but all of these things are vibrating, and they come in contact with your vibration, and then this mixed up vibration between those cells and your cells. You're causing like a war zone. Is sort of what's going on. So we have to help you just deal with your own stuff, not everyone else's energy, because you're dealing with everybody else's everything. I almost get this energy of the consummate fixer. You are the fixer for everybody. You try to save everyone, fix everyone, do for everyone, support everyone. The world is on your shoulders. Don't forget about you. You're valuable too. So let's put some stuff back into your tank and into your, pitcher and vessel, and stop emptying yourself around the whole world. I think that will help you overall in just general existence, but also even at night, you won't feel like you've got heavy weights on you. So
Yeah, I usually have to wait a couple hours before everybody else goes to sleep, and then I can
you can relax.
chill a little bit, and then I can go to sleep.
Yeah. Well,
But then I'm up for everybody too.
so you're just getting this little sliver of rest for yourself, and you feel the burdens of everybody's woes when you're awake. That's not a fair balance for your heart, for your soul. You gotta have balance, and right now, it's like this.
Yeah, that's the word that always comes in when I try to do any kind of self-work and
Yeah.
goal setting. It's always balance, balance, balance.
Wow. Well, it's validated again today for you. The universe is not lying to you. It often doesn't, the universe is honest. We're going to have to give you some tools. We have got to get you back in gear. You're obviously a great support for her, but, it's hard, you don't necessarily want to receive the help back sometimes. You're just like, oh, I'm fine.
Always.
And you're not. You are, but you're not. You're great, but you're not replenishing you.
Makes a lot of sense.
So.
Yes, it does.
So there's a way to fix that. And that's also why sometimes you might get random spirits that walk through and don't stay, but they'll walk through because they are kind of attracted to your energy and your vibration. So they kind of and I think the female, she's like, oh, no, I'm sorry, sweetie, you don't belong here.
Bye.
Yeah, she's extremely protective. So is the male. But there's also 2 other ones I feel, but I can't get anything from them yet. I really want to get something from them. I just can't find, the other 2 are louder. There's 2 other ones. I'll deal with them in a minute. Continue on. Oh, this seems relaxing. This is a great space.
Yeah,
Right? I feel power in here. A lot of power. It's a much stronger, larger than life energy, and in this space there is a huge strength in this space, and way larger than life. I keep hearing the word balance though. I keep hearing the word balance in here. But this energy is. This is a powerful, powerful energy in this space. But it's also calm. It's powerful, like a quiet storm. Is what I feel in here. This will also be good space for Reiki.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever thought of learning Reiki to incorporate with your massage?
I've struggled with it because of my lack of being able to believe in energy.
Okay.
And I had my first, but I've had a Reiki experience that blew me away, but I didn't understand it.
Well,
it was very, very long ago.
It is hard to understand it, yeah.
But this lady just and it was weird. It's a long story, but
Yeah.
I was at a psychic fair doing massage. It was my very first event I did promoting my business. And this lady, and I had been listening to the psychics next to me,
Oh, okay.
and they were
Hokey.
They didn't do a lot to make me believe.
Yeah.
Because they had 3 or 4 different stories. One guy was reading, and another one was doing drawings.
Oh, okay.
And he had this 5 or 6 things that he would cycle through, and the psychic had about 3 or 4 different stories that he would tell people, real general things. And I heard the same stuff all day.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff will make you a staunch skeptic, and that's this is the kind of thing that we fight against all the time, why we try to be so above board, because we know how much malarkey is out there, and we don't want that to be the norm. We want to change the tide of things where people do this for the right reasons and they stand to a really high, ethical standard. And I know Reiki is abstract, but I don't know. I keep hearing that might be a good, if you could get your mind around it and into it, that you actually have natural healing ability, incorporating it with the massage, you'd be a
There are
You'd be a powerhouse.
that come in. I'm not aware of doing it.
No.
It's not just some people, most people.
If
that
you
come in
if you
and
could
see
hone it, oh my god! Like, can you imagine that? That would be like, because you already are doing it, but if you could learn how to focus it in certain areas of the body and be much more in control of the flow. Wow.
Brilliant.
Oh, people pay good money for Reiki. You think they do for massage? You put Reiki massage together, and woo, you know, people are into that kind of stuff. So just a thought and an energy.
The
you
Reiki
know.
work tends to just knock me out. That's what happened with this lady. She walked by when I was working and noticed her for some reason out of the whole crowd. And as she walked by, she like kind of looked at me and then looked away. And then it was like this. And I saw her double take it afterwards. And then she came over and she was standing there like uncomfortably close while I was massaging somebody and just standing there staring at me. And I finished with the person and she's like, she's like, I had to come talk to you. Can I tell you some stuff about what I felt? And she just
Oh wow, that's awesome.
nailed me more than I knew my own self. I just started my business and didn't really know much about what I was doing.
Yeah.
And she floored me. And then she gave
That's
me Reiki
cool.
work afterwards.
Yeah.
And I just zonked out. I don't
that's-
remember it. It was basically like
that's-
I went to sleep.
That's good Reiki.
But
It's supposed to relax.
yeah. But
relax the soul.
in my skeptic head, I went, all I did is sleep. I was just tired. So
Well, maybe I'll have to give you a little mini.
Absolutely.
So I happen to be a Reiki master.
Oh.
So yeah, I got that added bonus. It is an abstract thing, but it's just Eastern medicine. That's all it is. And it's a matter of using the natural vibration of one's own energy to then help facilitate movement of energy in another and promote that healing of whatever their soul or their body needs for themselves. You're helping them move their own energy so they can then facilitate self-healing. And you know, it is a beautiful thing. Yeah, energy is weird. Just because we can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I mean, you know, it's...
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
When somebody said like, well, does wind exist? You can't see it, but
It's moving stuff.
you see the effects of it. And that was like, okay, now you're speaking a little bit to me.
Yep.
You made it tangible. And then I see stuff on my table, some weird stuff of what people do and stuff I feel, and it's...
Yeah, you're profoundly gifted, but you're like, you're
But
just
I'm trying
scratching
to
the surface,
push it away.
and you're in denial quite a bit, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist either. I mean, it's in there. If you could just start slowly breaking the layers away from your kind of like those blinders. Yes, there's a lot of crappy people out there that are, you know, jumping on that bandwagon and using it for their own whatever, their gain or their whatever it may be. But then there's a lot of people that have high moral standards like yourself that have this beautiful, natural, God-given ability. Something should be done with it. So that's just my initial advice. And obviously, you know, I don't know you very well. So coming into your space and reiterating things that people have already kind of told you, I mean, doesn't that just creep you out just a little bit?
Yeah, it is making him sweat.
You're like, oh my god, who's this woman? Oh my god. Yeah, I like creeping people out. It's fun. But you know, it is a gift, and it is something that you know that you should share. So that's just, you know, my initial suggestion. I don't know why I keep seeing this younger boy. I just keep seeing this younger boy wander around the space. I wonder where he came from. Could be a memory or an echo of the past. I just keep seeing this little boy. Dog likes it in here.
All of them do.
Yeah, this is a very zen space. It's got a really good vibration. You keep control of the space really, really well. So, yeah, you're doing a good job. All right. Yeah, not gonna worry at the laundry.
Garage is through that way.
Okay.
You're a little energy, but I'm not as attracted to it as I am
Okay.
the stuff upstairs. There is something going on, but it's not drawing me as much as this.
You want to go upstairs?
I do. A lot of racket. Storage. Kind of hut and room. Oh, my throat hurts in here. Yeah, I got a lot of throat pain in here. It's a happy little cave.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, so my ears are ringing extremely loud in here. I feel anxious, very anxious in here. A chaotic, anxious energy. And a little bit, I feel insecure. I feel insecure in the space and anxious. How do you feel? I've got a helper. Let me just sit a minute. Let's see what I feel. Somebody sits, like a deceased person sits with a living person in here.
Oh.
And tries to, like, calm their mind. And they try to, they're trying to provide comfort. This is a male soul that's trying to help in here. And, but a lot of throat discomfort. I don't know why I feel like it's acid or something. There's a lot of throat discomfort in here. And just so anxious. I feel so anxious in this space. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's a weird feeling. It's almost a little too intense for me.
Interestingly, this isn't our space. We rent this way.
Oh.
Yeah, we have roommates in here. But
Are they anxious?
yes.
Okay.
And the throat discomfort, nailed it on the head.
Oh, okay.
And the deceased male sitting with someone.
That makes
like-
sense.
I was all,
Oh my god.
This one makes sense?
yeah, for Zane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know about
So.
See, isn't that validating?
Yeah, I was like.
You don't even know about it.
I was all, oh my god, yes. Just in the throat and everything.
That's really interesting. Well then,
Wow, okay.
is it okay that I smudge up here? Because I'm
Of course.
gonna.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna
We're
want.
good.
Well, because that'll tamp down some of their anxiety. Let's take a
that. And
look.
that's their bedroom.
Okay. I'll invade their space. Holy cow.
Pardon, Miss
And
Cat?
that's our daughter's room.
Okay.
So
she has to sleep up here with the roommates.
right next door.
Oh man, it's really pretty in here though.
Miss Cat.
It's very pretty in here. What do you think?
I like it up here.
Do you have any opinions?
Savannah's his person, so he likes it up here in her room with her.
Yeah.
There's an intense focus. There's like this intense energy of drive, focus, targeted, like focus, like, but also feeling like I'm not good enough, but trying to be driven, trying to focus. It's what I'm picturing as an image is like a missile. Like, I'm gonna hit the target, I'm gonna do it. Can I? Target, like this back and forth energy is what I feel in this space. But it's so much lighter in here. Like, oh, the other room over there was like, ugh, you know, this is better. I like this energy a lot better. But it's still this like little hopscotch game in the energy. Does that make sense?
That, yeah.
Okay.
That's our kid. 100%.
Very sweet though, very loving.
She
Very
is.
Yeah. So she likes to fix and heal too. She's a healer, like you. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So she's yeah, that natural need to take care of people. So the colors actually make sense too, like the turquoisey colors, and these colors are very much that of a good listener, a good healer, a good sounding board. Everybody bounces stuff off of her, and sometimes she forgets to unpack it. And then she feels weighed down by everybody's burdens. So.
She's real interested in what everybody's doing too. That's
Well,
one of her.
Because she wants.
We always get.
She wants to try to fix it all.
She pays more attention to other people's stuff than
Her own.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and that is sometimes easier because, in a way, like, number one, being a natural healer, you want to fix everything, but it also distracts you from what little things, like, underneath the little insecurities that are vibrating underneath. You're like, well, I don't have to worry about my stuff. Let me just go fix all my friends. So, you know.
Do you feel any of the mail that you felt before, the one that you were talking about that gave her the bugs?
He obviously wanders up here, so. What is that? Show me a little clearer. I need to see it clearer for them. Is that okay? He's showing her small. He's showing me her small in his mind, where he could, like, sit on. Like, we could sit on the lap. We're sitting on the lap. This is smaller. He's showing the picture of small size. That's the imagery that I'm getting. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, he comes up here. He definitely does. So he walks up the stairs with a dog, living and dead, and then the dog walks down the stairs. That's what's happening. And so it's up the stairs, down the stairs. So that's why he comes up here. To just, because he still sees her that way. It's really cute. You guys agree? Thank you. I'm getting a lot of animal help, which I like. They keep me very calm and very grounded.
That's good.
You know, so that helps me read better, oddly enough. I don't know why that is, but it just is. Animals make me better intuitive. Yeah, her energy's good. She's gonna be all right. She's gonna figure it out. Just make sure she kind of similar to you, like, takes care of her a little bit and pays attention to her own needs and her own goals, and stops giving away so much of herself to everyone. Like, feed the vessel.
Got it.
That's kind of my advice for her. Cool. I guess we should go feel the other anxious bedroom.
Sure.
I don't wanna, but I will.
Good job.
You're having what here? You're having ghost people here? That's kind of cool. Ah, I don't like that. It actually hurts, like, right up in here. Really uncomfortable pain. This is, Jesus. That's intense. Like, the gallbladder just all of a sudden just like I'm being sucked in the gallbladder. It's like, ah. Whew. Yeah, that's painful. This is a mind of, there's a little bit of fracturing, but also a beauty. A beautifully fractured, creative soul. A mind of the debate. They're debating with them. There's a debate with something. There's a split and an emotional dichotomy in the souls. There is someone kept saying uncle, so I think somebody's uncle hangs around with some of the energy in here. And this uncle died of something that affected some of the organs right in here, either liver or gallbladder. And I feel like if I was the living, I would feel motion, like there's movement. I feel a little bit of movement. There's a sort of an odd movement in this space. It's a little weird. And I also feel shoulder and arm pain, like a radiating pain I feel radiating pain in my shoulder and arm. In here, a lot of shoulder pain. Really hurts. A lot. A desire for acceptance. I feel that. A desire to feel accepted and like I belong. Do I belong? I want to belong. Where do I belong? Does that make any sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's weird. But there's this guy, seems a little overweight, and to hang out near here. There's just slightly overweight, not a ton, but like somewhat overweight. Definitely had some sort of issues, maybe almost like an alcohol problem. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I think I'm done with this space.
Alright.
It's a little too much for me. So yeah, that.
I think it's funny that the two spaces that we're not generally in are the ones that are
A little more chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's horrible. It just is, you know. And, you know, it's different than your guys' energy. They're not bad people. They're not, you know, all that kind of stuff. But they just have their own kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously, they could probably benefit from some grounding. Dizzy in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I felt a little dizzy. Okay, woo, just a little wobbly in here. I don't know what that is. It's maybe just an energy flow. The female comes in here some. I almost feel like you would hear things like in here, but there's nobody in here. Like a little bit of clattering. But you would probably say, oh, it's just the dog, you know, you just debunk it because it's just the dog. But I feel like I hear things in here, some sort of movement and shuffling and stuff moving.
That's a real dog shuffling and moving
Yeah,
right now.
that was a real, you know, it'd be stuff like that and stuff on the counters, but then there's actually nobody in here. Is kind of what I'm hearing and what I'm perceiving. Oh, is she the one that goes on about the recipes, isn't she? She's the one that's bitching about all the recipes. Well, it's not my fault if they follow them or not. I don't think I'm responsible for that. You're gonna have to talk to them. I am, through you. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just have a little argument together. Yeah, but it's a good, it's good energy. It's good energy in this space. So, yeah. I think we can kind of collect in the living room and then maybe sort of review some of the things.
Do a validation session and then.
Yeah, and then start breaking out.